Before we start, smash that subscribe button. Timestamps have been added in the description. Jump wherever you like. Now, without wasting time, let's dive in. Rome awakens, a city of marble, ambition, and whispers of destiny that will shape a legend. In the storm's embrace, a child is born, Gaius Julius Caesar, destined for greatness. Power and greed clash within the Senate, while a young Caesar watches, learning Rome's heartbeat. Amid olive trees and lessons of honor, young Caesar learns that greatness demands sacrifice. Hidden in the shadows, Caesar discovers that in Rome, words wield might greater than swords. Grief blankets the city. Caesar vows silently to make his family's name eternal. Inspired by legends, Caesar's ambition stirs as he glimpses the world he aims to conquer. Every strike, every parry sharpens him. Strength serves strategy. Destiny burns brighter. In the Senate's echoing halls, Caesar watches, absorbing the games of power and pride. A priestess warns, greatness comes at a price, and destiny already stirs in his soul. At dawn, Caesar faces war. Fear turns to fury. His first kill, his destiny begins. Among the fallen, Caesar feels command's weight. From blood and ashes, Rome's future leader rises. Ambushed and chained, Caesar laughs. Even captured, he commands respect, arrogance stronger than fear. Among thieves, Caesar rules. Calmly he vows, when free, I'll crucify you all. Freed and relentless, Caesar strikes at night. By sunrise, vengeance hangs upon wooden crosses. Returning triumphant, Caesar is cheered and feared. Behind his calm smile burns rising ambition. Before senators and statues, Caesar speaks. Each word cuts deep, command born from conviction. Their hands unite in politics, not love. Caesar's marriage seals his path to power. Sulla commands surrender. Caesar defies. Exiled and hunted, he forges legend from rebellion. Through exile and battle, Caesar sharpens his will. From ruin, Rome's future conqueror emerges unbroken.
In the heart of Rome, a young Caesar watches the world of power unfold. Eyes sharp, mind restless. Amid chaos, the seed of destiny takes root. In marble halls of power, Caesar's voice breaks tradition. He challenges corruption, defies the elite, and Rome listens. Among Rome's streets, Caesar finds his strength, not in the Senate, but in the hearts of her people. Their hope becomes his purpose. 3 men, 1 ambition. Beneath polite smiles, an empire's future takes shape, bound by trust, shadowed by greed. Before a roaring crowd, Caesar's words ignite Rome. He promises justice, unity, and the dawn of a new republic. In the dark chambers of power, Caesar defies the old guard. His voice cuts through fear. Rome must evolve or perish. Amid thunder and candlelight, Cornelia fears for the man she loves. Caesar answers softly, I was born for this. In the arena of words, Caesar conquers with reason. His voice commands truth, and Rome begins to believe. Betrayed by allies, watched by rivals, Caesar walks alone. Each step away from the Senate brings him closer to destiny. By candles' glow, ink becomes history. Caesar writes the words that will set Rome aflame. This is where it begins.
Across these mountains, destiny awaits, and in its shadow, Gaul will forever remember the name of Caesar. From the fog, Rome strikes like thunder, swift, silent, unstoppable, carving victory from chaos with disciplined steel. Romans, today Gaul bows before your courage, before the will and eternal power of the Roman spirit. Under stars and fire, Rome's engines roar. Caesar's strategy turns night into victory, crushing resistance beneath unyielding precision. The price of glory burns deep, victory carved in ash and sorrow, its echoes haunting the heart of every conqueror. Power needs no sword when words can conquer a kingdom, for silence itself can seal empires and break loyalties forever. From these fields of conquest I write, Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered, for Rome eternal. From the ashes a storm rises, the Lion of Gaul roars defiant, and Rome must answer with iron and fire. Even Caesar bleeds. On Gergovia's hill, Rome learns the taste of defeat, its pride tested by unyielding resolve. Victory fades, but ambition burns on. To rule the world, one must first master the empire within.
The gods remind even Caesar of his mortal weight. Gergovia lies silent, pride turned to pain. Yet in defeat, resolve is born anew. From ashes and doubt, steel is reborn. The legions rise again, tempered by failure, sharpened by purpose. Walls within walls, earth against empire. Caesar encircles Alesia, not with mercy, but with mastery. Night descends, chaos erupts. But amid fire and rain, Caesar stands unbroken, a storm commanding storms. When despair strikes, Caesar rides. His charge turns fear into fury, the line between legend and man erased. The war ends not in glory, but in silence. Vercingetorix kneels, and Gaul bows to Rome's relentless will. Ink becomes empire. Caesar writes, and Rome will read, Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. The legions cheer, laurels fall, but Caesar's gaze drifts east, for beyond victory lies destiny, and Rome awaits. The river whispers of fate. One step divides loyalty from legend. Caesar breathes and casts the die. Dawn breaks upon defiance. As Caesar crosses, history itself trembles. Rome will never be the same again.
Bells echo across Rome. Fear spreads like fire. Caesar has crossed the Rubicon. The Republic holds its breath. The legions march south through mud and storm. Caesar leads them, not as a rebel, but as destiny itself. In the Senate's chaos, Pompey orders retreat. Gold is loaded, scrolls burned. Rome abandons its heart to fear. The city stands silent. No crowds, no cheers. Caesar rides through marble ghosts, master of an empty capital. Before his generals, Caesar's voice is steady. The pursuit begins, across the sea, across the fate of Rome. Fires light the coast as Caesar arrives too late. Pompey's ships vanish into dawn. The hunt is not over. Sparks rise in Rome's shipyards. Galleys take shape in fire and bronze. Caesar watches the sea, waiting for war. Winds roar, waves break. Caesar stands unshaken at the bow. Through the storm, Greece rises. and fate awaits. Mist turns to war, shields thunder, arrows scream. Amid chaos, Caesar commands, calm, relentless, forged in battle. Defeat hangs heavy, but his resolve burns bright. We win by
win
will,
not by force,
Caesar whispers, and dawn
by will.
answers his call.
Under the moon's cold light, Caesar studies his map. Tomorrow decides Rome's fate and his place in history. Pompey sits in silence, pride masking fear. He taught Caesar ambition. Now he must face what he created. At first light, two armies stand as one breath. Caesar lifts his hand. The world holds still. War erupts like thunder. Shields collide. Horses scream. Amid chaos, Caesar's calm gaze reads every motion. Through dust and blood, Caesar's hidden ranks strike. Pompey watches his line crumble, his fortune fading fast. Defeat consumes the field. Pompey flees through smoke and ruin, chased by ghosts of power he once commanded. Silence falls on broken ground.
Keep him warm.
Caesar walks among the fallen,
He fought for Rome.
victory
Let him live for her.
heavy with the weight of loss. At sunset, Pompey sails into exile.
They'll take us
The
in?
sea is
Egypt?
calm,
If the gods
but
favor
destiny
us, and if
follows,
the Queen fears
whispering
Rome,
of
I hope she
Egypt
does.
and end. Alone in his tent, Caesar traces Rome's borders.
Veni,
He whispers,
vidi,
Veni, Vidi, Vici. The Republic now breathes his will. Rome erupts in cheers and fear. Senators whisper of tyranny as a child crowns Caesar's statue with laurel. Golden seas blaze as Caesar's fleet nears Alexandria. Whispers rise, Rome's shadow reaches Egypt. The lighthouse burns, promise and warning both. Alexandria trembles under rival flags. Rumors, fear, and divided loyalties fill the streets. A boy king rages. Cleopatra waits, unseen, unstoppable. In Caesar's chamber, a carpet unrolls. From its folds emerges Cleopatra,
Caesar,
radiant,
allies are
fearless.
forged not by conquest
Power
alone,
meets its reflection.
trust.
Destiny takes
shape what
form.
Rome and Egypt-
Dusk
Caesar.
over the Nile.
cast nets with hope, not
Cleopatra
certainty.
speaks
Every
of
catch decides whether
rebirth.
their children
Her
eat.
words
This is
flow
Egypt's strength
like the
and its
river.
wound. A land
Caesar
that once fed the world now
listens,
fights to feed itself.
torn.
We cannot
In
endure
her
divided soul
vision,
to the highest bidder. We must be one
immortality.
river-
Night devours Alexandria. Fire and steel collide. Caesar commands. Cleopatra stands unyielding. Amid chaos, their banner burns, defiance incarnate. The harbor burns, waves mirror ruin. Caesar orders destruction to save survival. Flames consume knowledge. Victory tastes like ash. The Nile swallows kings without mercy. Ptolemy's crown sinks, glitter fading fast. On shore, silence, power shifts, history exhales. Dawn crowns a new alliance, Rome and Egypt, bound by triumph and desire. Petals fall as they walk as one.
Rome believes it
Twilight
holds the world
cloaks
in
the
its fist.
Nile in
Yet the Nile
flame.
runs free.
They speak
Our
of
son should know
empire, of sun, of
When the time
fate.
comes, he'll choose the
Hands
shore he stands
meet, dreams
Promise me you
drift
will not
toward
stand alone.
eternity. Morning gilds the sea. Caesar sails. Cleopatra stands unbroken. No words, only the ache of legend's end.
Rome erupts in glory as Caesar returns. Flowers, thunder, and destinies roar beneath a crown that weighs heavy. The conquered city worships his shadow. Amid laughter and incense, Caesar sees his face carved into legend.
In marble halls, Caesar dreams of rebuilding Rome's soul, roads, order, wisdom. The Senate hears empire's birth. Before his fallen foes, mercy becomes his weapon. Rise, Roman, he says, and power trembles. A golden crown rises before the crowd. Caesar refuses, and their roar crowns humility as power. Decrees vein through Rome's heart, grain, law, learning, order blooms, yet in marble shadows, fear whispers. Among his people, Caesar rides not as ruler, but savior. Joy ripples, Rome breathes one heartbeat, one name. Caesar, ruler for life. Applause masks dread. Thunder shakes marble halls as fate unsheathes its dagger. The night screams, omens, storms, whispered fear. Caesar smiles at lightning, blind to the dying candle. Dawn rises, armor gleams, love pleads, fate waits. Caesar walks into the mist, toward the edge of history. Dawn warms Rome in quiet gold.
Do not go,
in
my
shadowed
lord.
streets,
The omens are
whispers
dire.
spread.
I beg you to
Inside,
stay.
Calpurnia
twists the mind,
pleads.
Calpurnia.
Caesar
The Republic
smiles,
calls.
leaving home,
Its voice
walking
cannot be
unknowingly toward his fate. Through crowded streets, Caesar rides. Some cheer, others watch in dread. A soothsayer warns, the Ides are come. Caesar smiles beneath gathering clouds. Inside Pompey's hall, whispers echo beneath marble arches. Brutus
be
and
now,
Cassius
before his
exchange a
allies arrive.
glance.
Then follow my
Hidden
cue.
daggers wait, trembling hands
Steady
masking
your
cold determination and fear. Caesar enters the chamber, calm and assured. Guards withdraw, senators bow. Brutus lowers his eyes as Caesar's robe trails red across white stone. Metellus kneels before Caesar, begging mercy for his brother. Caesar denies him coldly. Cassius glances to Brutus. Rome itself holds breath before betrayal. Casca's trembling hand strikes first. Steel flashes, blood spills. Chaos erupts. Senators shout, togas twist. Caesar recoils, stunned by the impossible truth unfolding. Amid chaos, Brutus hesitates, torn by loyalty and fear. Caesar defends himself, surrounded. One heartbeat passes. Brutus steps forward. History shifts forever. Caesar turns, wounded, eyes meeting Brutus. Et tu, Brute, he whispers. Pain softens to sorrow. The world stills. Empires die in silence. Caesar collapses at Pompey's feet. Senators retreat, pale and trembling. His laurel crown rolls across marble. Rome's power falls with its master. Under gray skies, Rome mourns. Streets lie empty, whispers fade. Brutus walks alone through history's echo. Thunder rolls. The Republic is reborn in grief. The Curia holds its breath. Blood stains marble and honor alike. Blades fall silent. Guilt hangs heavy. Rome itself seems to tremble. Brutus raises trembling hands. His voice breaks. Freedom, he says. But even as he speaks, doubt shadows his words, and the crowd divides. Alone in torchlight, Antony trembles. Caesar's plans lie before him. His whisper cuts the silence. Vengeance will come, and Rome will burn. The streets erupt in fury. Cries for Caesar, cries for freedom. Smoke rises as faith and fear twist through the heart of Rome. Beneath soft lamplight, Caesar lies in stillness.
Antony crowns him with laurel. Behind them, Mars watches, silent, cold, and waiting. Antony ascends before the crowd. His eyes hold storm and sorrow. Every word poised to shatter what remains of Rome's fragile peace. He lifts the bloodied robe, Caesar's wounds laid bare. The crowd gasps, fire flickers, rage ignites in hearts that moments ago were silent. A roar rises, unstoppable, consuming. Torches fly, banners fall. Antony stands amid chaos, the voice of vengeance guiding Rome to ruin. Under the red moon, Brutus rides through smoke and guilt. Behind him, Rome burns, and the ghosts of loyalty give chase. Flames devour the night. Flowers, swords, and tears feed the fire. Antony watches, his grief now Rome's fury, his love turned legend.
Rome lies in silence beneath a mourning sky. Ash drifts across deserted streets as citizens whisper prayers to a fallen ruler, the end of an age. Before Caesar's blood-stained toga, Antony trembles with fury. The torchlight dances upon his face as grief turns to fire and vengeance takes its sacred form. From storm-gray seas, the young Octavian arrives at Rome's shores. Fear and destiny intertwine within him as soldiers kneel to Caesar's living bloodline. In the Forum, Antony unfolds Caesar's final words: wealth for the people, gardens for Rome, and Octavian as heir. The crowd gasps in awe. Night shimmers with torchlight as Antony raises his arm. The pyre ignites in a roar of flame, carrying Caesar's name into immortal heavens. On dawn, Octavian lifts Caesar's ashes. A gust forms his face in firelight, fading fast. A divine whisper that Rome's destiny has awakened. Two heirs divide a single empire. Octavian plans in quiet shadows, while Antony stirs the masses, and the heart of Rome begins to fracture. Morning mist cloaks the battlefield. Antony and Octavian clash with Caesar's betrayers. Steel, thunder, and blood. Rome devours itself to avenge its fallen father. Years later, peace crowns the city. Octavian stands as Augustus upon Palatine Hill, whispering proudly, "I found Rome in brick and left it marble."
What is built by men may fall, but what is built by destiny shall endure forever.
Hope you learned everything about Julius Caesar. Click on the left video to experience Napoleon's rise and fall, or click on the right video to watch Hitler's rise. History is fun. Keep exploring. We'll be back with another video. Until next time,